Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Social Distancing Social Club. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Steve Hofstetter, and we're very happy to have you on board. The show keeps getting bigger. It has been so much fun to watch it grow. We started out getting a couple thousand viewers an episode. Now we're getting about 20,000 an episode. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitch. We are on YouTube. The way you support the show, if you'd like to, you can kick us a tip by super chatting on YouTube or on Twitch, however the hell you do that. On Facebook, not only can you do a Venmo, top right corner of the screen, and by the way, even for the YouTube viewers, we always appreciate the Venmo because that way we don't have to give a very large percentage of it to YouTube. Our Venmo is at the top right of the screen, or you can PayPal us at laughfromhome.com. Laughfromhome.com is also where you can get tickets to join us on camera for future episodes. And a new thing with Facebook, just starting today, we got approved for their STARS program, which is amazing. What is the STARS program? Most people don't know. The STARS program allows you to tip with this kind of Facebook currency thing. So if you are a member of the STARS program, you can throw us those as well, which is kind of awesome. The way to do that is just on my main channel. But we see everybody pouring in from the Twitch, the Facebook, the YouTube. If you have any questions, if you want to participate, we are happy to have you. And with that, we are going to go to one of our other hosts. You know him, you love him. He is the host of Idiot Test on Netflix. He is also a regular on Chelsea Lately, or was, I guess, because the show doesn't currently shoot new episodes. Please welcome my dear friend, one of the other members of the quarantine team, Mr. Ben Gleib, everybody. Ben Gleib.
Yay!
Woo! The sirens have gone off appropriately. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. The one April Fool's Day in history where the planet decided to pull the prank on us. I think that's nice. I mean, we are taking this prank day a little seriously this year, I would say.
Yeah.
My God. Isolation Nation, it is great to be with you. And we will be introducing our comedians and special celebrity guests in just a moment. But first, I am contractually obligated, even though there's no contract, but kind of just God does it, for me to introduce our third host, the tripod that makes the trilogy that is the quarantine. Please give a warm welcome to the tuxedoed Chris Bowers.
Woo woo!
Thanks so much, Ben. Ben, I like to see that you're in a sport coat today, like a human. I appreciate that. You're coming over to my side of the team. I like that.
That's again, because I've only slept 4 hours, Chris, and I needed something to make myself look not dead.
I thought you were going to say, I have to do laundry, and this is all I have left.
That's why I wear a coat every day, Ben, so I don't look dead. So I appreciate that.
Nice.
So I do want to introduce our two comics today. We have Jackie Gold. Say hello, Jackie.
What's going on? Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Jackie. Chris, this is like your casual sport jacket, Chris.
Yeah.
This isn't even one of the crazy ones.
Well, I'm at the end of the line. I've got two left, and then we start over at the blue sparkly one next week. So
that's how you can tell what day is.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell what day of the week it is.
Yeah, some people have like the day of the week underwear.
Yeah.
Bowers just has the tuxedo jackets. In the lining, it's just sewed into the lining. It just says Wednesday.
Yeah. Matches it to his underwear.
Yeah.
Exactly. It also has a note where my car is parked and where my keys are. So
you're not gonna need those for a while.
Yeah.
No, probably not. And our second comedian today, give it up for Dave Waite. Everybody say hi to Dave Waite. What's up, Dave?
Hey, what's up? Hey.
Yeah,
surfer, Dave the surfer.
Yeah. Waite is the epitome of a surfer.
Yeah.
This is actually a Teen Choice Award right here.
Oh
shit! It really is.
I stand corrected.
What did you get a Teen Choice Award for?
It's from American Pie 2. Best Kiss. I did not win
more
it.
Questions.
I don't know which would have been funnier if that wasn't actually a Teen Choice Award and that's just something Dave said, or the fact that really is a fucking Teen Choice Award and they give you a surfboard. On-brand thing I've ever heard.
And that Dave has it.
It is a surfboard.
Yeah, it's a real surfboard. I mean, I'm not taking it out there in the ocean, but
it is a real surfboard and a trophy.
That's right.
It's,
that's probably
it's
why
MTV grade.
I do like that. That's the corner that you picked. We gotta go with the
And then-
surfboard corner.
Well, the other corner just has all his Oscars.
Yes.
He didn't want to show off.
This is humble Dave Waite. He's just showing the Teen Choice Awards, not the Emmys and all the other shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
all of Dave Waite's awards. All of Dave Waite's awards are for Best Kiss. The Teen Choice, the Oscars.
Oh, hey, all right. That makes sense.
All right.
Who is that mystery? Who is that mystery voice you've been hearing? I will tell you in about 15 seconds. First, a quick hello to our video audience. We have chilling with us Emily Carpenter. We've got hello Emily. We've got Carrie M joining us again. We have with us Byung Sa here with us. Tony Deerdorf is back. Taylor, hello. Hayden, great to have you here. But now the time has arrived. This human being, a treasure, a national treasure, a dear friend of mine. She is one of the hosts of the Sirius satellite radio Netflix show, which name I'm not remembering right now, but with Papa. It's called Fortune and Papa, Tom and Fortune.
Very close.
It's on the damn show.
What's that?
What's it called?
Well, it's called What a Joke with Papa and Fortune.
Right.
Did I
Okay.
not-
Back to your
wait,
intro.
Could you
Wait.
not see? Could you not see me before? People could.
Oh
I
no,
was-
they were probably cutting to you, but I just didn't do your proper intro yet.
I see.
So that's the name of the show. She also has an hour-long Netflix special called Sweet and Salty that is out. It's a couple months ago. You gotta watch it. She's also on the stand-ups on Netflix. You know her from Chelsea Lately, After Lately, The Mindy Project. Welcome, Fortune Feimster, everybody. Fortune.
Yeah. Look, I've got quarantine zits.
And you got a quarantine dance.
I felt like you guys had have your names in the background, and I was all like, oh, I should have been more prepared. And then I realized that I actually have this.
Wow. That is incredible.
I love that you just realized that you have a neon sign with your name on it.
I got it.
Plum forgot.
I got it 7 years ago, and I think I have not turned it on in 6 years.
I want you to leave it on the whole show.
Weird part is,
so
if I
great.
turn my camera up, I also have a neon sign with your name on it, which is creepy. I know. I'm aware.
They're all the rage. And I like that I picked my last name that no one can pronounce. I'm like, I'm gonna put Feimster up here on the wall.
You could have
Well,
gone
if it
phonetically with the neon sign. That would have been a move.
Yeah.
If it just said Fortune, like people wouldn't have known if that was just your name or you just got it from a restaurant called Fortune.
Yeah.
That's right.
People come for tarot
Yeah.
card readings. You don't want people in your house reading their tarot cards because you said
Yeah.
I have regrets.
Fortune Feimster, the host of the Sirius XM show, Tom and Four, or what is it?
Nobody's
Something
getting the
with
name.
Tom's.
all right.
No, I'm just making fun of Ben's intro because that was the favorite people.
Sorry
who
about
are-
that.
have no idea what she does.
You've seen her on a show.
I knew all.
it's like when the MC says my great friend and then fucks up your name. You're like, are we friends though? Is that really?
My favorite is my great friend, and then they pull out a fucking index card.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, man.
I honestly put down a hard line with hosts now because almost every host in the world, when you tell them your credits, when I'm doing LA, I just do one or two things. But on the clubs, when I'm headlining, I give them 3 credits. I'm about to do an hour. They bought tickets, right? And every MC is like, oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to remember that. I'm gonna write that down. And I always say to them, it's 3 things. You got this.
Yeah.
Triple strategy. I do a
Got
similar
this.
thing.
And then they
I
still mess
simply
it up.
have the host say my name because they should know who the fuck I am already. They're there to see you, Ben. They're there to see you.
You are way more confident than I am, and most of your fans are actually there to see you. I'm hoping at best like a 50-50, randomly people there to get drunk and eat chicken wings, and half there to see me.
Oh, that's not true. I don't
Wandered in
believe
from
that.
the mall. So
the best is when the actual comedy club announcer doesn't even know how to pronounce your name. Somebody's train is coming.
I hear that.
I hear the train a coming. It's coming around the bend.
What is this? 1960 or 1925? The train's coming.
Yeah,
It feels like your office is just in a motel fortune.
train that goes by
You
my
have a neon
house too.
sign.
I got
train.
a printer here, guys.
Wow.
You're just showing off.
I've got scissors.
Black dildos.
Highlighter. Tape. I got a tape dispenser.
Whoa, you're a prepper now.
I was gonna say you have a
working
dispenser.
office. It's a working office.
Love
Not
that.
just regulars.
I got a
Gotcha.
Chili's gift card.
What?
Which you can use in about
would
15 months.
It would not be an office without a Chili's gift card. That is true.
Somebody better get on that
Egg
train.
and extra eggs.
Yeah.
You're eating eggs right now?
I got a quarter of an egg sandwich and extra eggs, and they're getting cold. It's not gonna be able to eat them for the next hour and a half. So this is a huge bummer. I did not time my breakfast well.
Yeah.
You also
actually
didn't time
have
your
to
breakfast
pee,
well
and
because it's 5 p.m.
I also planned poorly. I've been having to go to the bathroom for the past 15 minutes and now have to hold it for the next hour and a half.
Oh, good.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna announce the contest, and when we announce the contest, Jack can go to the bathroom, and then right after we announce the contest, Ben, take a couple bites of your sandwich. So
Amazing.
the contest today, obviously, today is April Fool's Day. I love April Fools. It's one of my favorite days of the year. But I think if you pull pranks today, you're kind of a shithead. Like it's not really the time. Read the room a little bit. So,
read the world.
Yeah, exactly. Read the world. Stop for a moment, smell the roses, listen to the train, and understand it might not be the best day for pranks. But that said, we do want to hear about pranks of yore. So the way the contest works, for those new to the show, anyone can participate and tell us what is a favorite prank that you pulled or had pulled on you. Short answers, please. We can't go into a whole long thing. But if you want to participate in the game and potentially win a prize, when you throw yours in, throw it in with $5. So $5 or more on the Super Chat or the Venmo or the PayPal. And then yours will definitely be a part of the contest. And the way it works is the winner of it not only gets all the albums from our hosts, it's 12 albums combined, but you also get a ticket to join us on screen in video for a future show. So tell us the best prank that has been pulled on you or that you have pulled. We will take responses throughout the show and we'll read them off at the end. If any of our comedians want to participate and let us know what your favorite one is, now's a great time to do it.
We had one in college that I really liked where we had this kid in our dorm that just lied about everything. And the guy just was a liar for no reason. Like he told us that we worked at the United Center Security. He slept with Paula Abdul and her female limo driver once, whatever. So one day we decided to mess with him. We took some coffee creamer and put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in some tin foil. And my buddy Ed went and said, "Hey, give this to Mike, your roommate." And another guy came in. I was like, "What's this?" He said, "Oh, it's Mike's." It's like, "Dude, this is cocaine. Holy shit, this is a lot of cocaine. You're gonna get in trouble for this." So then he leaves, and we were just gonna let him stew on this cocaine for a day or two. And then my other buddy's like, "I've got badges." So then we went down and pretended to arrest him for coke dealing, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Because he literally, like, the minute the guy's out the door, like, "I'm Delaware County Sheriff, this is Indiana Excise Police." He's like, "It's Mike's. I'll go state's evidence. I'll testify." Like, just gave up everybody in the first 5 seconds. Grilled him for like 10 minutes, and finally told him if he ever drank a beer, they'd arrest him. And he's like, "I'm so sorry. I'll testify." And then we all laughed, and he was like, "I knew you were kidding." We're like, "Fuck you, man."
I just love, by the way, that your favorite prank is literally a federal offense. Impersonating an officer. Your best prank is okay, but
this is in the 90s. There weren't laws like that in the 90s. That wasn't.
Oh, fair.
I also love how Bauer stories always have basically the life history of the person, rapid speed leading up to it. Well, the guy was a small guy. He was a tufty guy. He lived
This is the 7-minute story I did in 45 seconds for the 3 halves we're supposed to have. So I'm doing my best, man.
My favorite one that we did. Sorry, Ben?
I don't know if that guy's a liar necessarily. I can't elaborate during the show, and it's unfair to tease, but I've heard some insane stories about Paula Abdul in a limo as well. So just leave it at that.
I came back at the right time.
Oh man.
By the way,
my favorite one.
Next Tuesday, Paul Abdul is our special guest. So
I said no pranks.
She's gonna be in a limo.
Yeah. Oddly enough, next to a train. So my favorite one.
The train's in the limo, Steve. The train's in the limo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the wild story.
Money anymore.
My favorite one was we took a couple pictures of one of my friends in college, and we printed out 300 different posters with his face on them, and just put them up all over campus with a random word on them, and didn't tell him we did it. And so he just for weeks, we did this leading up to April Fool's Day, just for weeks, he thought someone was just plastering his face around campus for no reason, and he didn't understand why. And that was a lot of fun. It was an awful lot of fun.
I one time, actually 2 times, came out of the closet as a prank on
Gay?
Yes, as gay, even though I'm not gay. Not to make light of it, because
no homo.
Did you think through this story? Just a heads up.
I was incredibly curious to see how 2 people in my life would react, because I had the sense that they might be kind of homophobic, and I wanted to see what I was dealing with. My angry lesbian friend, I pulled him aside and told him that I was gay and wanted him to know, and he freaked out. He handled it pretty good in the end, but he freaked out first. He's like, "Why are you telling me this, man? I don't want to know this." And it was very weird to see how uncomfortable he was. But the other one was, since it was from the old school, I came out to my grandma once, and I was really curious to see if it was old school world, if she would accept me or not if I were gay. And she said to me, "Benny, I don't care who you love. I love you anyway." And it was the most beautiful thing.
And now she thinks you're a liar.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Fortune, on April Fool's Day, have you ever come out as straight? Like, have you?
I mean, I really pull it off with my plaid shirt. I keep dressing as this straight lady character that I do in a hot tub, and there have been people lately thinking that it's a real person, and they'll be like, "I'm so confused. You say in your stand-up you're gay, and now you're a housewife yelling at your husband."
I love Brenda. Brenda's the best.
I'm like, "You believe that I was straight?"
You deserve a Teen Choice Award for that performance.
Yeah.
Surfboard, grinding on that wood.
All right, before we introduce our first stand-up performance, I know that we've got a couple super chats coming in. Queen Rachel monitoring the chat. I've got some Venmo as well. So what do we got?
Yeah, so we do. We have a lot of love for Fortune coming in. We had Heather Scott said, "I saw you in Vancouver in
the
February."
Sign's back on. The sign is back on.
By the way, Dave, wait, we can hear you even though you're off camera.
Like 5:30.
Dave.
Dave,
hello?
Your microphone's still on, Dave.
He's making an
It
appointment.
feels like when this.
Okay,
It feels
now
like when
he's
the
muted.
woman brought Zoom into the bathroom, and everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid was going to happen when I went to the bathroom. Like, sure, and I was going to accidentally bring the phone. It's like I have it on my iPhone, and I was like, "Oh shit, everybody's about to see me go pee right now."
Dave's the only person right now making appointments.
Yeah.
30.
Chris.
Good.
Chris Bowers goes to the bathroom into a microphone every time he does stand-up.
Oh
I'm sorry, Chris. That was too much.
It was weirder in my
That's
mind
right.
because I was still picturing pee. Like I wasn't picturing shit. Like I was still picturing Chris just peeing into a microphone.
Yeah, I was like, that's one of the weirdest insults I've ever heard.
Yeah, like, this doesn't make sense. Takes a piss out of the
Dave's
crowd.
still on the phone. He's still on the phone.
Well, we muted him just to make sure.
Rachel, do we
Dave's
have more
talking to his
super chats?
manager about this show.
Yeah, 5:30. Yep. I'm free.
It's the time I'm on. Gotta do it.
Dave's just sitting there the whole show going, sell. Rachel, let's go back to the super chats, and I got a couple of Venmos coming in too. So what do we got coming in the chat and in the super chat?
Yeah, so Heather Scott had said, nice jacket, Bowers is my favorite so far.
Nice.
Thank you.
And then we've had a couple game entries already. And then we had a super chat from Richard Earl Deary, said, give us $20 and said, it's better than underwear that changes color depending on your mood.
Okay.
Mine would always be black.
Yeah.
It also hides everything.
Oh damn.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we got a couple
For
of
1 week a month.
Venmos coming in. Dave Adler, regular supporter of the show, the guy who goes by To the Rescue. He Venmoed us $5.18. The 18 cents is a wonderful reference. I get that, Dave. Thank you very much.
Is that a Jewish thing? Does he give you life?
Absolutely. He's giving. Yeah, Jackie Gold gets that as well.
Do you know that I never thought Gold was a Jewish name growing up, and then I realized it's literally the root of every Jewish name.
Yeah. Want to donate? Look, whatever number is significant in your religion. Yeah, if anyone wants to throw in
John 3:16
for all you Christians.
If any non-Christians want to donate $6.66, we would also appreciate that.
I'm going to up the ante and donate COVID-19.
So yeah, if you want to donate 19 for both the disease and how many days we have left.
Right.
So also Anna Brodsky throws in $50 and says in support of the giggles. So thank you very much, Anna. We appreciate everybody's support.
Thank you so much.
Anna got the money
a
bags.
high roller.
Yeah, we've got some great.
Jewish?
It's it's not multiples of 18. So we've also got some contest entries coming in. But that said, let's have our first live performance.
All right.
Oh, that's me.
Wow.
So this next comic, she's
Do you have to look at an index card?
I do not.
Yeah.
Called Maximum Occupancy. She also runs a great show in LA called Whiskey and Donuts, which I've done. Very fun show. She's fresh out of the bathroom, so her bladder is completely empty, which is going to be good. Very, very funny. Jackie Gold, everybody. Good Jackie Gold.
I'm standing up for myself.
Hey.
Thank you guys.
Jackie.
I hope I washed my hands because I'm touching my face after coming out of the bathroom. Hi, you guys. This is so weird because I can only see myself because I guess I'm on the main screen. Thanks so much for having me. This is fun. I know I don't really want to talk about the quarantine because I want to talk about other things, but it's actually fucking up my normal favorite thing to do, which is judge people. That's my favorite thing to do in life and in general. But my favorite thing to do is judge couples. That's my favorite thing because I'm lonely and alone. The one thing that the virus does help is I get to now judge people on Venmo, and that is the best. Judging couples on Venmo, greatest treat you could ever have. As a single person, sorry for the way I'm holding this camera. As a single person, there is no greater feeling than if you are just scrolling Venmo at 3 a.m, looking at what couples split the cost of dinner. It is fucking nothing makes you so moist than when you're just looking like Brad charged Jenny $15 for sushi. I'm like, fuck yeah. It's so you still have your Venmo set to public, you're a heathen. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you if your Venmo is set to public, but know that we watch and that we judge. It's like, also, this is the first of the month, so nothing is better than seeing how rent is split up in the household. Like, first of the month. I can't wait to see how utilities shake out in this household. Fuck yeah. I can't wait to see who's in charge of DWP. It's so good. You can just tell, who's going to break up based on like payments. It's like, it's fucking amazing. So good. Now, instead of like it being like, this is for dinner, it's just like, here, this is for a roll of toilet paper. Like, thank you. Like if you charge your girlfriend for paper towels, then I look forward to you being single next month. It's going to be so good. I'm going to see all of you on J-Date. I feel like at this point we've watched everything there pretty much is to watch. So it probably is not a surprise that I'm obsessed with murder shows, like every single murder show. I have not watched the Tiger Show. I know that seems, I know. I feel like now it's almost like a pride issue. Like I feel like now out of like principle, like just to be the contrarian that's like, I don't know about Carol. Like, I know about Carol and her husband, but I already do because you guys all fucking write about it. But I love other murderous women. Oh, and my sweat pit. I love other murderous I'm obsessed with Snapped. I'm sure everybody has seen that one. I'm sure Carol will be on Snapped at some point. I'm sure she will be on it. My favorite, the weird thing about Snapped is like it's been on for like 5 seasons, so it's just a how-to guide at this point. It really is. If you're not familiar, Snapped is just a show about wives and girlfriends that murder their spouses. Always poison, never knife. Always poison, never knife. Tidbit. But is it weird? Like I can't tell if it's weird that that's the Me Too movement I want to be a part of. Like I just want to be a wife or a girlfriend that gets to murder my spouse. Like part of me is like, yeah, I will wake up at 9 a.m. on a Saturday for that march. I'll fucking be there. What color hats do you want? I'll knit them. Like I just want to be a wife or a girlfriend. I just that in my thing. Sorry, I don't know how I'm doing on time. What do you guys want from me? Bowers, what do I do? I mean, how do you like me?
We don't light. Are you good? If you feel
like
you're
good, you're good. If you want to do
more, is it fine?
Are you wanting to find a boyfriend? Is that what you're saying?
Is that what we're going to turn this into? Because I would love that.
Yeah. Well, your thirstiest joke then as a big closer.
You should lead with I'd like to be on Snap.
That's a different demographic. I don't think we have a quarantine long enough to find me a boyfriend.
I feel like Jackie's Venmo is just gonna be like $10 for chloroform.
$10 boys. I love that everybody's already commenting everything I could do for sweat. I feel like if I wrote an autobiography, my autobiography would be like, I'm not sweating, I'm just wearing gray. Because I feel like that's what happens every time you wear a gray shirt. You just
I also love as a fellow Jew, I can make this comment. I love that the social media site that you scan is Venmo.
Yeah. I don't know where it's coming from.
Speaking of Venmo, everybody, the tip jar is open. If you enjoyed Jackie's set, I know a couple tips are coming in already, but if you enjoyed Jackie's set, kick in a little. Enjoy. Put something ridiculous in the Venmo. If you want to throw her $15 for sushi, that's a wonderful thing to do. So Venmo is top right of the corner, top right of the screen as always. Also, you could PayPal at laughfromhome.com as well as super chatting. I know we've got a couple coming in already. So
thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Give Jackie that money.
Also, because I tip big for those delivery drivers. So half of that money is going to go to the delivery driver.
Yeah.
Give her some money.
This is the one time I would that's right. I would guess that Jackie wants just the tip this time.
Jackie, I like
that's
your
always
set
the most fun game to play.
I like your set a lot. You said that you're not watching the Tiger Show out of pride. I think that's Lions.
Yeah.
It's always a bad sign when the audience is funnier than I am. When the audience has better punchlines for me than my own.
So Janice Stewart, by the way, threw in $5 on the Venmo, said for Jackie, says own that
Thank
sweat
you.
pit girl. Amazing set. Thank you so much.
Thank you, boo.
Right.
And
get her
so-
that natural deodorant.
Get her a new shirt, y'all. Come on. Get her
And,
a new shirt.
Savannah Martin threw in $10. Savannah Martin, regular supporter of the show, and says
Thank
part
you,
of my internet
Savannah.
research always includes Venmo stalking. Thanks. So that is a
I think
wonderful
it's
way
everyone's
to do it.
secret guilty pleasure. You got to
Do
see what
people
everyone's up to.
So no one writes checks anymore. They just use Venmo. No, nobody knows how to even write a check.
Oh,
for
Grandma
utility bills.
Fortune.
Yeah.
I'm an old lady.
Oh, Brenda.
I know now
Give
who
that
lives next to
young
the.
lady some money.
I know who lives next to the train now in the 50s.
Yeah.
Fortune with her checks and her train station.
With her neon sign and her train tracks, she is the most.
But Fortune, to make it
open
authentic,
motel.
you have to call it the Venmo. Otherwise,
The Venmo.
the Venmo.
The Venmo works.
Please
Yeah.
do the Venmo for the sweat pits.
Everyone
So-
give Jackie some money. She needs money.
She needs the money. I'm the only
Everyone.
Jewish family not in showbiz. I need the
Needs
money.
I got
so
There's a great Jackie story. We were driving to Steve's 40th birthday party in Vegas, and Steve decided he was going to go Facebook Live. And so Jackie like starts putting on makeup. She does her hair, whatever. And I'm driving, and she looks at me and she goes, "Is that what you're going to look like?"
I didn't want you to embarrass us.
Yeah, don't embarrass us
So
on the Facebook Live.
Rachel, Queen Rachel, what do we got coming in on the super chats?
Yeah, we've got quite a bit coming in. So we have Heather Scott gave Jackie $5 and said, "Jackie, judging people is also my favorite thing. Great set."
Thank you, Heather.
Nice.
We have Jalfi giving €2 and said, "Looking for a boyfriend, but must be TV murderable worthy."
It's actually very important. If you're not good looking, people are not going to solve your murder. I don't know if people have noticed that. like my number one thing, like in Hollywood, the number one thing I want to be cast as is like I want to be on an episode of Law and Order as the dead body because you are on screen the entire time. They will show your headshot the entire time that episode's going on. Like, we got to find her murderer. And that's my goal is to be body. Law and Order.
I love that the
most
new
head stage time.
like the new thing then for young women are just I just want to be pretty enough to be murdered one day.
Yes. Enough for the police to want to solve the crimes.
Enough for anyone to give a shit.
Enough for
Rachel,
it to
what
be a
else we got?
tragedy.
We have our favorite Z Bunster gave Jackie $20 and said, "Jackie, I loved the Me Too moment."
Ooh,
Nice.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Get those buzzwords in there, girl.
Get those. I know. Hashtag me too.
Look, we're doing sets online. It's got to be our material's got to be all about SEO. It's really important so that we're
I don't
able
even
to
know
be
what
found.
NCO is.
It's SEO, so that's definitely true that you don't know what
Oh.
it means. So we got a couple general ones that came in also. Ryan Nunn threw in $10 on the Venmo with a happy face. We've also got Joshua Hertz threw in $6.66. Nice. There was a call for it. Keely Hall did the same.
Joshua.
Keely Hall did the same and said, "Because who cares about religion? Comedy is my religion."
Yay!
Nicely done. And then that one's a contest entry, so we'll hold that for a little bit later. Rachel, do we have anything else?
Just a quick thing I wanted to say. We appreciate you guys tipping, and please throw more tips in for Jackie because you don't know the joy when you can save up one day for your own neon sign. It really is. We want to get her to that life.
Showing off.
Get her that sign.
And gold is a shorter name, so I only have to afford 4 letters.
I can't plug mine in because my room that this is in is a complete prepper's nightmare right now. But just wanted to show you that, this is the life you can one day get to.
It's what I strive for. I was wondering why you were walking around. You were just trying to show off your neon sign.
He's got
Yeah.
a bunker.
Yep.
He's got a bunker that also is a podcast studio.
That is correct. That is correct.
I don't have a neon sign.
Last Week on Earth.
I don't have a neon sign, but I do have a flashlight. Does that work?
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, I was in the wrong studio. Here, now I'm in front of my neon sign. You guys be jealous of my technology, but you know.
It's all for desperate measures, Steve. Got to get them any way you can.
This is actually how I date online.
Yeah, that's your bat signal.
Yeah. Rachel, we got anything else?
We do. Revel gave $5 and did a thumbs up laughing emoji. And then
Nice.
Jaffe gave €2 more and said, life's goal, being typecast is dead.
Nice.
What's the conversion rate?
I don't know. I think that's probably about $4, I feel like.
Okay.
Of
Yeah.
euros? No,
Yeah,
no,
this
€2 is like $2.20.
Oh,
All
okay. Yeah,
right.
my exchange
Yeah.
rate was off.
Yeah.
It'll
Your
crush
exchange rate.
there.
It's like Jackie's like, well, last time I went to Europe was in 2008, so it's been a bit.
Yeah.
So
Wait
I don't think I've
wait
really ever been.
wait to Brexit Jackie's hopes on that conversion rate.
I apologize. Well, look, I don't want her getting upset when we send her a Venmo and she's just like, I got €2. I thought that was $1,000. Like, why?
Been lying to myself.
Give her tips. Help her learn how to convert money.
Yes, exactly.
So Ellen
Thanks,
Shaw
Rob.
just threw in $5. Says, I joined late. We'll have to replay Jackie's full set later. I too refuse to watch the Tiger Dirtbag show. I also
Yay.
haven't seen it. By
Otherwise
the way.
known as Florida. The whole show is
Yeah.
supposed to be called Florida.
Give Jackie money for holding out.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin is trying to take me down. Do you understand? Carol Baskin is a bitch and she's trying to take me down.
Hey, cool cats and kittens.
Oh, see, I wish I got the reference now.
Jalen Mascara, by the way, just threw in $5 for Jackie and says, because I only have $5 in my Venmo account. So now you have nothing in your Venmo account, Jalen,
Yeah.
but we appreciate it.
And I can check your Venmo account later and see what you heard on that.
Okay, you should look at Bowers' Venmo. It's just like pizza, 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 hot dog, pizza, pizza, pizza.
I feel like there's a lot of beer thrown in there too.
It's so cute that you think I have my own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are things that people are trying to charge you for.
Everybody ran out. Everybody was stocking up on toilet paper. Bowser's just Coors Light. He just literally has a closet of Coors Light.
I have
but
drank
put it in the
70
freezer so it lasts.
I have drank 75 Coors Lights and 3.5 bottles of Jameson since this started. So
Have you really?
That is real. That is for real. I'm on my third 30 rack and my fourth bottle of Jameson. So there you go.
We've been keeping all the bottles that we are going through. We have a giant stash sitting on our kitchen table of all the empty wine bottles and liquor bottles from when we started.
I love the idea.
Home.
Fortune, I love the idea that like there are all these people that are posting on social media, you know, being like day 12, and Fortune's just like bottle 26.
Bottle. For real.
I'm
is
only
wine
a social
your
drinker.
Is
so for
wine
me,
your
sorry.
poison of choice, Fortune?
Well, very fancy. I like wine and then I like a nice old fashioned because I'm old fashioned. That train.
Yes.
I'm actually sitting with full bottles of wine because I only like to drink with other people. So it sucks. So none of my alcohol has been touched because I'm just sitting here alone. But like, I have no one to drink this with.
Jackie, the loophole, and that's why we're doing this show.
I should have opened it.
Yeah, the loophole is this counts as people. That's why I do this. I do this show just so I can drink with people because FaceTime counts. It's the loophole for not drinking by yourself.
I'm going to start using that.
That's what I do every night. Every night we Zoom party and get hammered.
That's the liver
loophole. Bowers is a recruiter for AA. He just has to get you to need it first. That's the real trick. So, by the way, for our live video audience, if you guys have any questions, you can throw that into the chat, and we will get to that. We'll get to that a little bit later because we're gonna get to our second comic in a second. What do we got?
Are we ready? Are we ready for Dave?
I think so.
Is Dave
unless,
there? Is Dave by the surfboards?
Dave, are you here? Dave's here.
There
All
you
right.
go.
You got everything scheduled. So this next comic is very, very good friend of mine. Originally from Cincinnati, now lives in LA. You've seen him on Fallon. You've seen him on Comedy Central. You're my good friend Dave Waite. Everybody, give Dave Waite a big hand.
Hey, how we doing? All right, yeah. I got a mic. It's not plugged in. That's a bit. It makes me feel safe. I've never. That's the one thing I was kind of hesitant about doing this because I've never bombed in my own home, and I feel like this is a safe space. Remember, like 6 months ago, before all this, and old people were mad at young people for having safe spaces, and now it's like the reverse and shit. I don't know why I'm fucking holding this. All right, yeah.
You look good.
Yeah, I've been doing comedy for like 15 years. I've done bowling alleys. This is the first time I've done a virtual thing, and and at this point, I'm ready to quit. I'll be honest. I want to walk away. Nobody commenting like, "Hang in there." Nah, man. I want to be a boat guy. All right, and I don't know what a boat guy is, but I think it means I wear shorts all the time and a Hawaiian shirt, and I do a little cocaine for breakfast, and then it's my life. And right now, it seems extra appealing with everything going on. So if you got a boat, let me have it, please. All right. Moving on to the next joke. I wish there was a way I could have practiced this, but I didn't know how. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. This is uncomfortable. I just told it. You know how to do this part. You hold it. You say jokes into it. Things happen. A lot of people are doing mushrooms right now because they have free time. I took last time I took mushrooms, I went to a concert, and before the concert, my buddy goes, "Hey, you can take." They were in like capsule form, like pills. He goes, "You can take one if you want to be a pussy, or two if you want to blast off." And I was like, "Well, let's go to the moon, spaceman." And then 15 minutes later, I realized I was a pussy. I should have stayed in the pussy lane. I got over my skis. I was like, "Oh boy." I've been trying to do the weed lately. You can tell I can't handle the weed. I can't handle weed. I don't know why I'm doing mushrooms, but every once in a while I give it a whack. And every time I do the weed, it's like my mind builds like a prison maze that I have to escape from, right? And I'll open up doors in my mind, like, eep. I'm like, what's that? The past? So many mistakes. And then then I open the door here. It's like, the future. Oh, my boat's sinking. I should have learned about boats. Call back. And then all of a sudden I get back to the present all baked out. And then I'm like, then I Google how long am I going to be high for? If you Google how long you're going to be high for, you're too fucking high. You know, you type that. And it always gives you some crazy answer like 4 to 6 hours. You're like, it's only been 20 minutes. I'm never going to make it. I'm going to be the first person that dies from weed. And I know you can't, but I'll figure it out somehow. Couch is going to eat me or something. Okay. Well, that's as much as I feel comfortable doing.
Dave Waite, everybody. Dave Waite.
Dave Waite, everybody. Nice work.
I know some tips have already started to come in. The tip jar is open for Dave Waite's boat fund. Please not only tip enough so that he can get a boat, but also so he can get boating lessons. That is very important. So if you want to Venmo, top right of the screen, PayPal, laughfromhome.com, or Super Chat. We've got a couple coming in. We'll read them in a second. Ben, what were we saying?
I just wanted to say that I love Dave's set, and I love even more that he's still holding the mic.
And Dave brought the mic back out. That was like a magic trick. I did not see him palm that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I also forgot about the tips
You're
thing.
still using the microphone.
So when Steve said, "Oh, we got some tips coming in," I was like, I didn't think it was that bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions for how to make those jokes better, you can Venmo us. Or we can Super Chat. We've got a couple coming in already, by the way. So let me read a couple of these. So Jennifer Kofed, a frequent supporter of the show, throws in $2, says to Dave for his boat and Coke.
I don't know if she knows the prices of those things.
And you know what? Look, a lot of things are going down in price right now. So flights are getting cheaper. Maybe boats are too. Anna Brodsky throws in five more bucks and says emotional support, Mike. That's awesome. Rachel, what do we got coming in on the Super Chat?
Yeah, so frequent tipper today, Jalfi gave Dave €2 and said, chipping in for a mic cable and shrooms, good sir.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Rock and roll.
Yeah. We had Ben Garver give $5, Heather Scott $5 and said, this is representative of the statement, if I had 5 cents for every time someone talked to me about shrooms during this quarantine.
Sick.
Probably be enough to get some shrooms.
I have a quick shrooms related question for the people here in the chat with us or the audience. I'm a fan of shrooms, haven't done them in a couple of years. I was given 2/8 of it recently, maybe as a parting gift for doing the Josh Wolf Controlled Chaos show. And my girlfriend has never done it. Is in quarantine, when anxiety levels are high, a good or very bad first time for her to experience mushrooms?
I think
I'm going to say, by the way, and I have never done mushrooms, but I tour with Brett Druck, who does mushrooms constantly because he has cluster headaches. And so they are a treatment for them. And mushrooms make you super empathetic. And so considering a lot of the world's going through a lot of shit, I would say this is probably the worst time to give a shit about other people because you will the fuck out.
And also, Steve, do you have a black friend you can tell us about the black experience? How about
them all the time, Ben. All the time. You've done them and you don't know the answer to the question, so fuck off.
Podcast Steve explains drugs to people.
Yeah.
I really wanted Dave to answer the question. Dave, what are your thoughts on that?
I just say give her a little bit, don't overdo it, and see how it shakes out. I mean, it'll wear off eventually. So
see why I chimed in, because Dave's answer is do them all the time.
You don't want to do them all the time. That's too weird. You got to do it 3 or 4 times a year. And right now we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I was curious. Have you ever done mushrooms? Do you talk about things like this?
I have never done mushrooms. I've never done anything but weed. I'm a big puss.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Fortune.
Yeah, I've watched friends do mushrooms and stare at the ocean for like 2 hours, and then they stared at the ocean in silence for like 2 hours, and then just spilled over and goes, "I'm liquid," and I was like, I don't know if I want to do mushrooms.
I did mushrooms once, like 20 years ago, and me and my buddy Shane were like wandering around, and we were on this path. And like the trees looked like people. It was great. And we're looking at this tree. It looks like a clown. I'm like, dude, that looks like a clown pushing a bike. It's like, I know that tree totally looks like a clown. We get about 5 inches from this thing, and he goes, I am a person. I am pushing a bike. What the fuck is wrong with you people? We're like, oh, we ran away.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Ben, now I guess would be a perfect time to do them. So
I also one time called my grandmother when I was on mushrooms
Your poor
And
grandma.
I know.
that when
I
you
don't know
told her
why
you
she
were
was my
gay?
go-to. It was not when I told her. Different time. And I just called her to tell her how much I love her. And we actually connected and had this beautiful call for like 10 minutes where we were talking about how much we love each other and how we'll always be there for each other. We hang up. I feel great about it. And she calls me back 5 minutes later and says, Benny, you can never call me at 4 a.m. again.
And you're my favorite gay grandson.
By the way, we've got a couple more tips coming in. Savannah Martin threw in $10 and says, "Not for a boat or drugs." Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, Dave, get that money.
And Aaron McCall Stanley threw in $18 and said, "I just spent $7,000 on my Fiat 500. Anyone who posts public Venmo is crazy. I intentionally put weird stuff in the Venmo lines. I hope I don't get audited. And this is not for the boat." And then we got a couple general ones. Ryan Roloff throws in $10 for Dave, and then $10 to try to get me to do pot on a live stream. That is still a thing we're talking about. We're going to see if that's going to happen. That's something, by the way, Fortune. I'm in even a smaller boat than you are because I have not done any drugs, even
And
pot.
none. Yeah. I don't even do much pot. Everyone assumes I'm high all the time, and I'm like, I just have squinty eyes and a southern accent. Honestly,
What is it
we're
that
like,
makes
you're
you
high.
Why do you not? I'm always curious when people don't do a lot of stuff. I know Steve's reasons, but Fortune, aren't you curious to try the different things that so many people you respect try and love and don't generally ever have bad experiences on?
I don't know. It's never been something that I'm like, oh, I gotta do drugs. I think because I naturally have a good time, and I'd rather like my vice is like I'd rather just eat a cheeseburger. I don't want to I don't want to be snorting coke for and you think I want to be more active? No.
For me, it's always been the fear of control. Like I'm always so afraid of like finding out I did something crazy while high or like while stoned and then like not having the control over what I had done or said or did or anything like that. So, like the fear.
Jackie, I can see that.
Yeah, but Jackie, maybe let me dissuade that fear for you a little bit. Really, what is it that you are afraid is going to happen? You just sober had a pit-stained shirt talking about how badly you want to be murdered in front of the world.
To clarify, I want to do the murdering, but I think it's more so I feel like the embarrassment of someone being like, do you know what you did or what you said? I don't know. I feel like I'm so afraid I'm going to do something. Or that small fear too of like, what if I try something and then that is the thing that makes me then become like a drug addict?
Like you're entering a portal.
I don't know. Plus, I just think I
have a very different reason. I don't do them because I'm saving up for a boat. So a couple more tips coming in. Ellen Shaw throws in. Oh, sorry. Dave.
I gotta go because I'm like holding up the whole kitchen or the living room or the dining room. I'm sorry.
It's all one room. It's just one room.
Dave,
just one room.
Where do we find you, Dave? Yeah, let's plug you. Where do we find you?
Thanks to everybody. I appreciate it, Steve and Ben and Fortune.
Plug yourself.
And then that guy on the couch and Chris. Yeah, just Dave Waite Comedy on all the social media platforms. Dave Waite Comedy, and there's an E in Waite, Waite. Yeah. So just find me there, and I appreciate the tips and keep supporting virtual live comedy, I guess.
I gotta say,
Dave,
before you leave, Dave had one of the best burns on me ever. I was dressed up for Halloween once. I had this white suit, and I was John Travolta, and he was on stage, and I walked in, and he goes, "Well, Bowers looks like he's dressed from Travolta from the 70s, but he looks like Travolta now."
you've gained weight. That's why.
Thanks, Dave. I appreciate you.
You're very easy to burn.
Guys.
Let me clarify my burn.
Bye, Dave.
Yeah. And want to read a couple more of these tips. Any over here? Ellen Shawthorne in $5 says for Dave and says I have nothing clever to say. Damn it. And then we've got a couple of some general ones. Anna Kavanaugh threw in $10 says thanks for keeping this nurse going. Your comedy makes a difference. This is for Steve. Anna, thank you so much, and thank you for being a nurse in this time. Holy shit!
Thank
it is.
you.
You're
Holy
a
cow.
champ. You're a freaking champ.
Yeah,
Incredible.
absolutely. I hope that a city all applauds for you, but is smart to do it from their windows instead of from the street, like New York was fucking dumb enough to do. Where everybody got together and stood next to each other and cheered for the people that were going to be treating them the next week.
I have a question.
And then we have,
okay, go ahead, Steve.
and then we have $10 from Emily Carpenter and says Fortune old fashions are my favorite. So you've got a fan of your drink choice there. And then also Byung Sa, who is one of our video audience here, throws in $5 and says, this is a fun time. This is a bribe FY, so I can win the contest. Everyone pays $5 for the contest. It's the same exact rate.
Here's my 5.
a solid effort though, and very funny. Rachel, what do we got on the super chat?
Yeah, we have a lot. So for Dave, we've got Z Bunster gave $20 and said, take the money, Dave, but stay away from the boats. I know people on boats.
Okay.
We had
sea captains.
We have Rebel giving $5. E-Hole $2. He said, ha ha ha, Dave. Crystal New One $2. This is for Dave. Get that boat.
Nice.
And then we have quite a few general ones come in. Jennifer Kofid $2. Hi Fortune, I love you.
Oh,
we had Jaffel again give, I guess, combination of 15 here. First he said lots of love to all the people in the world, and then he said I guess a shroom comment. He said I had ecstasy and anxiety peak. I had ecstatic and anxiety peaks on shrooms. I'm not sure, Ben. Overall great experience, but it left me hella confused. And then Troy H just says, thanks everybody for the show. Stacy $5. Thanks for the videos. Keep it coming. Kalina Zanders $5. How does a comic get to open for your online show here?
Oh, we don't have openers.
I think she means on your. Steve, I think she's talking about the shows you're doing.
No. I know. I'm kidding around. So I am doing some online shows. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the stream. But the people who are opening for me on those are people that I've toured with for years. So just go back in time, meet me 10 years ago, and tour with me ever since. Yeah.
I have a question. Exactly. Fortune, I know that you were going to be co-starring or are co-starring in a movie for Netflix in addition to your hour special. Did that get postponed because of quarantine life, or did you already shoot it?
It's still in development. And
what is the idea? Are you allowed to talk about it?
I'm trying to think which one you're talking about, because there's a couple. So
okay, damn.
Ben,
no,
you don't just get a neon sign with your name without having more than one project in development. Okay.
Well, no, it's not attached to any particular. We sold 2 movies to Amblin, and they are in development right now. So that might be what you're talking about.
I have
a question, Fortune.
Off of treatment.
Off of the first one was off of script, and the second one was off of treatment. And so now the one that's kind of that we sold first, that's close to being made, and I don't know where it will end up, is called Bad Cop, Bad Cop, and it's about 2 female rookie cops who really, really suck at their job, and they enlist the help. They enlist the help of a female lieutenant, to help them learn the ropes. And it ends up kind of becoming like a comedy training day where she gets them to do all her dirty work. And chaos ensues and hilarity.
It's a fun movie.
Fortune.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I have a question for you, Fortune. How does one get to open for your movies?
So you have to get a time machine for that too. Who has a time machine?
Fortune, I know that you have to run because you actually have a meeting coming up soon, but
Yes.
I wanted to know if there's anything you particularly wanted to plug, and then I want to also plug the exact name of your radio show after that, and I have it ready to go.
I'd like to plug my butt. Tip comics just for that. But the Sirius XM, I'm doing a radio show every morning with Tom Papa. It's called What a Joke.
What a Joke with Papa and Fortune.
And Sirius XM is actually giving 3 months free of to all their channels. I think even Stern for like 3 months. So check it out, channel 93. And I think you just go to Sirius XM for that if you want to hear some radio shows. And yeah, my hour special on Netflix, Sweet and Salty. Check that out.
It was so great, Fortune. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jackie.
It felt like it was
that.
literally like hanging out with a buddy, and your buddy's just like telling you stories of your life. It was so sweet. Felt like getting a glimpse into your life. It was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
It was
Thank
great.
you for that. I appreciate it. I'm glad it's there. And hopefully, I know it's crazy times right now and everybody's riddled with anxiety. So if you want to laugh for a minute, check it out. But
it was great.
I'm thinking about everybody, and we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. And I'm glad you guys are doing this for everybody and, giving people something to laugh about for a little bit.
Thank you so very much
Thank you
for
joining
being with us.
Of course.
Ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen,
guys.
Fortune Feimster.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. You guys.
Bye.
All right, we're gonna catch up with a couple more Venmos and super chats coming in, and then we are gonna do the contest. So if you haven't submitted to the contest and you want to, feel free to do so. Meanwhile, Tyler Stevens throws in $5 on the Venmo. Says, "Love what you guys do. It really makes my day every time." Megan Smith coming in with a tip for Jackie. $10 says, "Thanks for the great set." And
thank you, Megan.
Oh, and then I've got some contest entries. So Rachel, what else we got?
So we've got Daniel in the live chat had a fuck, marry, kill, so he'd like to share.
All right, what do we got?
Yeah. First of all, the train was me. Sorry. So this might be a weird one, but I'm just curious what you can do with it. So it's fuck, marry, kill, COVID-19, HIV, malaria.
Okay. Fuck, marry, kill, disease edition.
It's funny. I thought he was doing a fuck, marry, kill, but with all of us, and I was like, oh, it's about to get weird.
No. That's the next question, though, Jackie.
Yeah,
That's
Ben, Chris, Steve.
Yeah. Fuck, marry, kill. We're just gonna make the guests do that with all the hosts every time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real weird.
You can't fuck AIDS because you'll get it. So that one's got to be probably a kill, right?
You've got to kill COVID, because COVID is the one that prevented us all from like doing anything. So I'd say you've got to kill COVID-19. Also,
but then you're marrying AIDS.
Look, there are some sacrifices you make, okay? We'll have a loveless marriage with AIDS. And then I'm gonna fuck malaria, I guess.
Yeah. It does sound a lot like Melania. It could be.
But here's the thing. Malaria might just be a very uneducated name.
Ooh.
Like that could just be a person. Like someone's like, oh, I've really always loved the name malaria. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think I marry COVID-19 because it's got a huge boost for my career. I can't kill this yet. I get another month inside so we can do this.
Oh my God.
I'm living my best life right now. I'm having such a great time in the apocalypse. I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys are having a tough time. I'm having an absolute blast. This is the best 2 weeks of my whole life. I'm having.
You know what the toughest thing? You know what the toughest thing about this quarantine has been for me as a road comic. Seeing $1 a gallon gas prices, no traffic, free flights everywhere, and hotel rooms that are available at the one fucking time. This is everything I need. I've been waiting for this for years, and millions of people home desperately wanting a live show, and I'm just like, I can't fucking do anything.
That's how I felt when I went to Costco. There was like a line for gas, and I was like, "Where are you going? Where do you need this gas for? Go home."
All right. So then do we have any other super chats coming in, Rich?
No, I'm ready for the game.
All right, let's do the game. So the game, if you haven't participated yet, you can throw in a late entry. It is April Fool's Day, so it is your best April Fool's prank that has been something you've pulled off or something that has been done to you. So feel free to participate. Quick answers. We hope nothing too crazy and long. Rachel, do we have some non-contest participants first? Some people who just threw some stuff in.
We do. So first, a super chat just came in, a general one. Z-Bunster again gave $20 and said, "For fortune, I was blinded by your sign."
Nice.
And then Jaffel, €2. "My next child name, whether M or F, is malaria."
Just to check, the conversion rate for euros is still just 2.2.
It's just basically 1.1.
It's a very encouraging disease to be married to, because every day it encourages you to be best.
Yeah. Before you guys continue with the contest, I was going to say goodbye.
Oh,
thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you.
Can you plug your
my
stuff,
roommate's dying to cook too, so that's why I'm gonna let her in.
Plug your stuff.
Plug my stuff. So I do have an album that is available on any of the streaming stuff that you want to use. If you want to buy it, even better. It's on Amazon and iTunes, but you can stream it on literally anything. It's called Maximum Occupancy. And then Twitter is I am Jackie Gold, and Instagram is Jackie Gold. So that's about it. Thank you guys so much.
Excellent. We love you, Jackie. Thanks for coming in.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, cool. So let's do some contest stuff. Rachel, what do we got?
Okay.
Some pranks.
So first, Flight of Two gave $10 and said, "How is coronavirus not a porn star name?"
Oh my God. Oh. Well, the good thing is at least we know she's 19. So
home is Gerard, you're gonna be home all alone. We're gonna bring over the COVID-19 and make sure no one touches anything.
Yeah.
In history.
So the non-paying entries, so some general entries. We have Amin Salah, who I think has done this twice now, but this time he's not.
Contest entries are now just jokes about Gleib. Like that's become a thing.
Yeah, I love it too.
Love you, Ben.
All right.
Mountain Stew is an Amazon driver. He said, I brought a fake package to work with metal and broken glass in it. When a customer was delivering to, he was outside, I'd throw the fake package out the window as I drove by.
Holy shit, that's a good one. If you had threw in $5, you may have just won at that point. So that was a really solid one. What else we got?
We had Stephen James Maxey from Facebook. I put a Hello Kitty steering wheel cover on my former Army drill instructor's steering wheel. He laughed and admitted his first thought in getting in the car was, am I in my car?
Nice. All right, we got contest ones now.
We do. So.
By the way, someone did this again. This is so cool that people have been doing this. I love when you guys send in on behalf of each other. So Andrew Furman sent in $5 on behalf of Jen Winklepack. Is that a contest entry?
Oh, okay. It is. So I have hers here. So let's see. So hers is, my family owned a bowling alley. We used to have slumber parties, body bowling and shenanigans daily. Also water gun fights. I once peed in the water gun for April Fools. Try that with a vagina. It was an old school 80s gun.
Well, we have one I definitely do not want to vote for. So.
My reaction to that one is,
Yeah. Yeah, Ben's phone didn't freeze. He's just stuck like that.
Did she mean the 80s one was a squirt gun or an 80s vagina with a bunch of hair on it?
Yes. All right, next entry.
We had Claris 12. He called his girlfriend the wrong name. They will hear it right away and stop what they're doing, and then you have to do a video prior to it saying it's a prank to prove.
Oh shit. So okay. Because if you do that without putting, either do a video beforehand or like mail yourself a sealed letter saying that you're going to do it. Like you need to absolutely prove that was not a mistake. You can't just be like, oh, the day April Fools, and she's like, it's June. Like, oh shit.
And my name's Mary, not April or June.
All right, what else we got?
We have Carlos Diaz Pedron. Said, in college, we filled a friend's room with balloons. When he popped all the balloons, his bed was gone.
Oh, that's great. I love the misdirection on that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I got a couple here too. You got more?
I have like 5 more.
Okay, excellent.
So E-hole. When I was a law clerk, I dropped 2 LSD blotters in a pitcher of water before a partner meeting and let them soak in for an hour before a state house meeting. # sorry I made Texas dumb.
Oh my God.
Wow. That's more of a felony than a prank.
Yeah, that's you guys participate in this contest. Don't use it as a confession. That's just
Then I had sex with all of them. Like
response to that one is,
yeah. Ben's just out here doing eyebrow takes. What do we got, Rich?
Tree sent in, I had a boss who hated bananas. He went out of town and everyone hid bananas, banana scented and themed items in his office, including in the vent.
Oh, holy shit. That's mean even if you love bananas. Like, that's still a fucked up thing to do.
That'll ruin bananas.
Yeah. What else we got?
John Duggan, he attached an air horn to coworker's chair who was gun shy and wanted to become an RCMP. He scared the piss and she changed career paths.
Don't ruin people's life. Holy shit. You guys are altering the future. Like you're not like what else we got?
Ron Gould. In 2001, his roommate hid behind my bedroom door. I pushed it open and it stopped prematurely. I ran back to the bathroom as he jumped out and scared me. To this day, I'm weary of a partially closed door.
Well, I mean, that's, I think, for safety. I think that's yeah. What else you got?
Last one, Jaffel. I once convinced a friend he had handed in the wrong paper. He ended up spending a panic-fueled day trying to find the lecturer.
Oh, wow. Okay. That'll fuck someone up. All right. We've got a couple more over here on the Venmo. Megan Smith. Oh, this one's pure evil. Megan Smith says, I'm a math teacher. My classroom has 2 plugs. I make fake plugs and kids would try to plug in their devices. Most of my kids knew about it and thought it was funny. It was all in good fun. The reason I say that's pure evil is because I've seen someone do that at the airport. That's the most fucked up thing. You have like the fake plug on the wall. And then like all of us.
Well, the airport just has tons of those. The airport often has these plugs that you plug into and they don't work. It just shows, it's like they're preparing you for how much they're going to fuck you on the plane too.
Yeah. Emily Carpenter says, I was terrified of Chucky as a kid. So my dad hid a Chucky doll under my bedroom pillow. When I found it, he told me if I burned it, I wouldn't be afraid of it anymore. So he burned it. This so far doesn't sound terrible. And he goes, but the next morning it was gone from the fire pit and then he made it reappear. And another Chucky doll.
It's terrible.
That's good.
That's a solid one. All right, cool. And then When I was 10, this is Ellen Shaw. When I was 10, I carefully saved my stepfather's daily newspaper, a crucial part of his morning ritual from April 1st. The following year, I got up and switched it for the new one. He read the entire thing before finding the real one in his front seat of his car. You turned back time for your father. That is awesome. That is awesome. And then we've got, hold on. I have to read these to make sure that these aren't felonies before I read them.
I can fill in for a second. There was one that I heard about in high school. This guy's parents wanted to mess with him psychologically. So every day for 2 weeks, when he parked his car at school, they would move his car just a few spots over where it was in his brain. And then one time also, my friend pranked me pretty good. We were all out at a bar, and this time we were real adults. We would call each other Renob for some reason, which is boner backwards. And I left the bar early one day, and my girlfriend and I came back to my apartment, and everybody's laughing. And I look down the hall at my room, and there's just toilet paper hanging everywhere. I go in my room, it's fully TP'd. I go into my bathroom, and the entire bathtub is filled with chocolate pudding. And in pudding on the wall, it says, "Hey, Renob."
Nice. Well, we got a couple more. We got a couple more entries.
Of the hot tub, of the bathtub.
I'm glad it was pudding, Ben.
Yeah, we got to. They told him it was pudding. We got a couple other entries. Aaron Nicole Stanley
delicious.
Says
it was definitely
that he put dirt in his mother's morning latte when he was a kid, and I guess she was so mad that his dad had to come in and downstairs in a t-shirt and underwear and drove him to school. So that is actually, you pranked yourself in a way when your dad in his underwear had to drive you to school. And then Hayden Lemaster, who does all the graphics for the show, says that he rickrolled his brother in high school, stole his iPod, put one of his songs in MP3 editor, and spliced in Never Gonna Give You Up, which is, a solid prank. But then 5 years later, got a new computer, imported his old iTunes music, forgot that he had ever done this, and then was out for a jog on his iPod shuffle and rickrolled himself years later.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. Rachel, do we have any last minute entries? And if not, we'll go to the video audience and then we'll determine a winner.
No last minute entries. Just Jaffel gave another €2 and said, Ben Gleib also flying Air Canada.
Yeah.
United.
Do we have any video audience that wants to share theirs?
I didn't see any.
Nope. All right, cool. Well, then we are going to decide on a winner. We've got a couple of great ones here. So Chris Bowers, what's your vote?
Runner up, I'm going the balloons in the room was pretty funny, but I'm going with Chucky doll. That seemed pretty intense, and I like messing with little kids. That seems fun.
Yeah. He means that in like a prank way, by the way, just to make sure that's not out of context. Just helping out. Ben Gleib, what's your vote?
I personally don't enjoy messing with little kids and think that is psychologically pretty messed up to do. So my vote goes to, certain responsibility with being a parent. That's why I'm not one. My vote goes to the balloons in the room. I love the double level prank. How genius to mess with the room of balloons and you pop them and your bed is gone. I love it.
I would say I did think the Chucky thing was solid, and that would have been the winner if it weren't for the disappearing bed with the balloons. I'm breaking the tie, and I think that one is the winner. Because I absolutely agree. The double level of that prank, where someone's like, fuck balloons. They get through all the work of popping the balloons, and they're like, wait, what the fuck? Like that extra, the extra what the fuck is why that's an amazing one. So I love it. That's the winner. Rachel will be in touch, and we'll send you all the stuff. So thank you for everyone who participated. Now, before we sign off here, before we do our plugs, so if you guys have been following my social media, you saw that I announced today that I am doing 3 full-length live stand-up shows. We have founded something called the Nowhere Comedy Club, which is the first ever all-digital comedy club. And in addition to my shows, we also have other comedians coming up as well. The tickets sold so quickly that I've actually had to add a 4th show. This has been insane. In the real world, I've never sold, that many tickets in one day. To be sold out already for a show is incredible. You guys are awesome. Thank you for picking up all those tickets and the support. And we're going to try to get some of these wonderful comics you have seen on this show, as well as some you haven't seen on the show yet, to do full-length stand-up. We're bringing the Comedy Club experience back. So if you want tickets, go to nowherecomedyclub.com. Gleib, I believe you're going to do a full set soon, right?
Yeah, I haven't exactly decided yet if I'm doing a full set or if I'm going to be curating and hosting a show. We're going to be announcing that in upcoming shows here on social distancing. But we're very excited about the Nowhere Comedy Club. As Steve pointed out, nowhere also spells now here. And that's where we are. We are nowhere. Eternal limbo. And so why not create a comedy club that is everywhere and nowhere all at once? And so we're very excited to roll this out.
Yeah, so you guys are the reason we've been able to do this. The technology has kind of been tested over the last couple of weeks with you folks, and your support has shown us that this is possible. So keep supporting the show. Your Venmos and your PayPals and your Super Chats, and just your likes, your shares, the stuff that you do for free.
Yes.
I've said it before, the viewership on this show in 2 weeks has gone up tenfold. It's been absolutely amazing. Some of the guests that we've been able to get have been incredible, and the more fun they have, the more they tell their friends, the more guests we're going to be able to get for you. We are going to keep producing amazing content for you. If you keep being an amazing audience, which you have been. So make sure to share and click the thumbs up and all that stuff, so that your friends can find out about this too. And of course, thanks to the live audience, not just who are watching, but the ones who joined us on camera. I apologize, Byung. I'm sorry that your bribe didn't work. If you had put in a good prank with it, it might have been. I don't know. Maybe your prank was that you didn't include a prank, which is very meta. But either way, we love you guys for joining. Many of you are regulars. If you want to join us on video, you get your tickets at laughfromhome.com. And you can join the Social Distancing Social Club, which is 5 nights a week, or mornings, depending on where the fuck you are. Or
if you have my sleep schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you have Ben's sleep schedule, or when Ben calls his grandmother, any of those times. So now that said, Chris Bowers, what do they need to know?
Just at Bowers Comedy and all my stuff. I just my album came up for pre-sale last Friday. Unpopular Opinions, Chris Bowers. It's on iTunes and Amazon. Check that out. And then just another plug, guys. I know I've been inside for a long time. Use this time. Use the technology we have with Zoom Cloud Meeting. Zoom your friends, and get people from around the country together and hang out for an hour. After 10 minutes, you forget you're on your phone and you feel like you're with people. And that's important right now to feel connected. So Jackie, especially, she's probably watching the end of the show. Drink with friends. FaceTime me. Let's do it. Let's hang out. So
yeah. And before Ben does his plugs real quick, I know that there have been a lot of things being sent around about like people being worried about Zoom because people with no security knowledge of any technology have decided that it's unsafe. But actual security experts have said otherwise. Also, there are all these people being like, oh, my Zoom meeting was hacked. It's like, no, you put the link on your website, you dumbass. So you know how to use the technology. It's perfectly fine. So Ben, what do you got?
Yes, I mean, to paraphrase both what Bowers and Steve just said, all I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Shake, just shake it. So that's exciting news. And I really think that what I've been doing here is so much fun. We get to all meet together and laugh and have a communal experience. As much as it's fun watching the new version of The Tonight Show where Jimmy Fallon goes down the slide from his bedroom and his 6-year-olds tell him to mature and grow up already. Oh my God, it's so incredible. I have a slide in my living room. We actually have a hangout with laughter and celebrity guests and people and comedy. And so thank you for supporting us, Isolation Nation. It has been a blast. As to me personally, just please follow me at Ben Gleib on social media, /BGleib here on YouTube if you're watching there. And please do tune in this Saturday from 4 until 8 p.m. Pacific to Laugh Aid at ComedyCentral.com. The Comedy Gives Back event that's also, just like this show is, raising money for comedians impacted by COVID-19. I have not slept because I'm working on my piece. I told you yesterday I have a big celebrity guest cameo, well, I secured an even crazier one, an even bigger one, for the end of my piece that we were shooting yesterday, and it's going to be pretty bonkers. Some special effects. I think you'll enjoy it. And that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful 24 hours. I'm going to sleep and then not sleep again all night.
All right. Couple quick things. First of all, shout out to Daniel and his Santa hat. I know that you didn't get to be in the front row during our hat episode, but have a very merry April Fool's Day. We also had some last minute Venmos. Brad Fredrickson threw in $5. Says thanks again, everyone. Kim Woo with another $25 after her very generous donation yesterday. And says thanks again. Rachel, do we have any last minutes coming in on your side?
We do. We had Revel give $5 and said, this is for the audience, great pranks and / crimes. And then Jalfi, 5 more euros and said, fair play to that balloon prank. I'm going to try that sometime soon. Not on April 1st to keep it unexpected.
Nice, nicely done. Yeah, I guess our next thing should just be hey, what's your favorite crime that you happen to commit during April?
I just got a last minute chat from an Orenthal. One time, haha, I killed my wife and her boyfriend.
Very good, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. As we play our theme music out, we're all just gonna wave and be quiet because our audio can still be heard. But we love you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks on the Twitch, thanks on the Facebook, thanks on the YouTube, and we're gonna continue sharing this in a lot of other places as well. You guys are the best, and thanks to the live audience.
Tuxedo Nation.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Or Friday.
Friday.